Hello, my name is Lauren Hartz, and this is my very first YouTube video. I'm very excited. My name is Lauren Hartz, and I am a licensed professional counselor in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Specifically, my solo private practice is in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, and I have an office, and so basically a solo private practice means that I kind of run the show. I see I don't have kind of colleagues that I work with directly, although I'm blessed to work in a shared office suite with a hallway of people who are also in their own solo private practice, and we've become a good support for one another, which has been a really great experience. But ultimately, I run my business on my own, and I kind of do my own thing. So I have used Facebook as a medium for to post live videos since I started the practice, which was about 2.5 years ago, and it's been wonderful. But I kind of wanted to reach out to a larger audience. Lots of people aren't on Facebook, so I wanted to be able to share just tools and insight and things that come up for me, whether it be in my own journey of emotional health. Because as therapists, we need to do that work. It's particularly important for us. And just in conversations with clients and colleagues and, just people in my life in general. I really love having these conversations. And, I often get really excited because I'll have a great conversation with a client, or I'll read something or listen to something, and it speaks to me, and I do get excited about it. And I really love connecting one-on-one with people, whether it be people in my personal life or clients. But I also really like to share what I learned to a larger audience. So, to kind of inspire people to find a therapist to kind of discuss these things with, or to do some of the reading, or to listen to the podcast, or whatever it is, because it's so important that we take good care of ourselves. And we know that anything that we're struggling with, and we all struggle to some degree with something at some point, right? But to know that, you don't have to feel that way. I don't have to struggle with anxiety to the degree that I have at various times in my life. That, we have some options, and, I like to just kind of reinforce that to people, because there are so many wonderful messages out there, and speakers and authors and all of that stuff, and various from psychologists and medical doctors and life coaches, and just people that have just kind of experienced life and they learned something from it. That's kind of me in a nutshell. But I also, as far as my private practice goes, I've worked with little ones for a while, like school age and up to teens for most of my career. But then when I got into the outpatient therapy arena, I started seeing more adults. So in my practice, I see kiddos, I see more adults. People that come to me tend to have anxiety, depression, mood stuff, adjustment kinds of problems. Maybe there was some change in our life, and we always go through changes, but some changes really kind of throw us for a loop. So people that have experienced adjustment kinds of problems, so I'll do that. A lot of the work that I do is kind of focused on self-awareness, mindfulness practice, self-care, all of that stuff. I tell clients in the first session, the first 1 or 2 sessions, I can give you tools. I can give you tools to, that probably will help some. You could, likely experience a decrease in the severity of your symptoms. But the work comes when we kind of do that deeper stuff. So we present for therapy, and there's something going on that's really hard, and this is kind of the trend that I see in my practice, but it's just in my own work and seeing a therapist, is that, this thing comes up and we present for therapy, and then it's like that goes away and we deal with it and we move through it and we feel really good and we've developed these skills and all this great stuff. And then all of a sudden, now there's like this kind of area that I'm exploring now. So that's a really cool thing. It's like you deal with the surface level stuff, like the stuff that just kind of is the icing on the cake, right? Like I'm doing okay, and then this happens and like I'm not. So that's when, we end up in therapy. And so we deal with that, and the other stuff comes up, which is really cool. You probably don't think this, but it is really cool because it just gives us a chance to dig deeper and like figure this stuff out. So that's kind of what I do. People present to me with a variety of where the severity of their symptoms are. So you might have that person, it's like, this thing kind of came up and I'm struggling and I just need some support. And then, the people, it's like, I can't get out of bed. Like, to even get here is a big deal. Or I need a break from work because I can't get there and I'm going to lose my job. So there is this kind of, this variation in how problematic the symptoms are for the people that present my practice. So it's really cool work, and I'm excited to do it, and I'm excited to share just some of the insight that I have gained and that I continue to gain, because I will always be a work in progress. So welcome to my YouTube page, and I hope you visit again. Take care. Thanks.